Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about 8086 microprocessor. Before moving on to any further details, I will be telling you some of the introduction of this microprocessor. So let's start. 8086 microprocessor is an enhanced version of 8085 microprocessor, and that was designed by Intel in 1976. That means it is quite old. Okay. Next, it is basically a microprocessor that is having 16-bit data. Okay, that means when I am telling that I am having a microprocessor of only 16-bit, it means that only 16 data lines will be there. One more information is that it will be having 20 address lines. So a microprocessor that is 8086 microprocessor will be having 16 data lines and 20 address lines. It can directly access addresses up to 2 to the power 20, that is 1 megabyte of memory. Since I am having 20 address lines, that means 2 to the power 20, which is equal to 1 megabyte of memory can be addressed by this microprocessor. We can have 1 megabyte of memory as our address space, right? It has multiplexed address and data bus. That means 16-bit data lines are multiplexed with the 16 bits of address lines, and rest of the four, that means 16 to 19, that means 16, 17, 18, 19, four address lines are dedicated address lines, whereas the lower 16 bits are multiplexed as the address line as well as data lines. It provides how many registers? 16-bit registers, and the count is 14. That means it provides 14 16-bit registers. I will be covering that register set in the later section. And there are two types of operations mode: minimum mode operation and maximum mode operations. Well, in my next slide, I am going to discuss about several differences between 8085 and 8086 and their differences. As you all know that 8085 is basically a 8-bit microprocessor, right? So for 8-bit microprocessor, how many data lines can be there? Right, 8-bit data lines. And for 8086, it is a 16-bit microprocessor. So how many data lines should be there? 16-bit data lines should be there. Again, 8085 has the address bus of size 16 bits, whereas I told you that 8086 has the address bus of size 20 bits. Next, since 8085 has the address of 16 bits, so it can access up to 2 to the power 16, which is equal to 64 kilobyte of memory address, whereas 8086 can have address up to 2 to the power 20, which is equal to 1 megabyte of memory. So the memory address, address space of 8086 is quite larger than that of 8085. Next, 8085 does not support any kind of pipeline structure. What is the meaning of this pipeline structure? This pipeline structure means that it is kind of concurrent execution of instruction. Say I am executing instruction I1, and again at the same time I want to execute instruction I2, and these two instructions do not have any kind of dependency within on each other, right? So in that case I can execute these two instructions independently. So this type of architecture is known as pipelining architecture, where I want to implement concurrent execution of two or more instructions, which is not supported by 8085. Whereas 8086, since 8086 is an enhanced version of 8085, so it supports pipelining structure. That means concurrent execution of instructions are provided in case of 8086. Next, we all know that 8085 can address how many ports? That means 2 to the power 8 equal to 256 IO, because it has the port size of 8 bits. Whereas in case of 8086, it can access port size of 16 bits. Hence, how many ports can be accommodated over here? That is 2 to the power 16. Remember that this number is equal to the data line itself. Okay. Apart from that, since I want to mention one more uh, difference between these two, that is the cost. The cost of 8085 is quite lesser than that of 8086. Apart from that, since 8085 supports does not support pipelining structure, it does not have some kind of instruction queue, whereas that instruction queue is supported by 8086 for implementing pipelining structure. In the next section, I will be giving you more details about this 8086. Thank you so much.